I apologize if this is clumsy. Trying to make this work at home is not like being at school, and I'm not allowed to be at school either. So here we are from my kitchen. My loves, before I get started with the Bible lesson, let's fold our hands and let's just pray now before. Pray with me. Now before I run to play, let me not forget to pray. To God who kept me through the night and woke me with the morning light. Amen. Just one more sound off and your video off. Otherwise, the kids won't hear me. They'll only hear you. My loves, last week I told you about when Jesus rose from the dead and the women all went to the tomb. But when they got there, the stone had been rolled away. And I told you that Mary didn't even go up to the tomb. She ran back to tell the disciples that somebody had stolen his body. But that wasn't even true because she didn't go in there. The other women who went in, they were told by the angels, he's risen, he's not here. Look, see the place where he lay. Go tell his disciples that he's alive. So then Mary went back by herself after she told the disciples that his body had been stolen when it hadn't been. And she stood outside the tomb crying. And she's just sobbing. And when she looks inside the tomb, she sees two angels sitting in there. And the angels ask her, they say, "Woman, why are you crying?" And she says, "Because they've taken my Lord away and I don't know where they have put him." Well, at this, after she said that, she turned around and she saw who was actually Jesus. But remember, I told you last week when we were in school, when I read to you from the Rhyming Bible, that Jesus did something to her eyes. The Bible doesn't tell us what, but the Bible does say that she did not recognize him. She knows who Jesus is, right? So she would have recognized him. But he did something to her eyes. And so she says to him, "Gardener, where have you taken him? My friend was laid here. Where did you put his body?" And all he has to say to her is one thing. Do you remember what that is? Her name. All he says is Mary. And whatever he had done to her eyes that she couldn't recognize him, now she did. And she says to him, "Rabboni," which in her language means teacher. And now look at her face. She's no longer sad. And you see that Jesus has those nail marks in his hands, in his feet. And she runs up to him, and what do you think she does? She hugs him. And he says, "Mary, don't hold on to me for too long because I'm going to have to be going back to heaven soon." And I'm going to tell you about that in a couple of weeks when Jesus ascends. He goes up into heaven. And he says, "I need you to go back and tell my disciples that you saw me, that I am alive." So boys and girls, first, Mary doesn't even go in. When she sees the stones rolled away, she thinks right away someone stole his body, or the gardener, who was really Jesus, moved it. She goes and tells the disciples they stole his body. Then the other women talk to the angels who say, "He's not here, he's alive." So the women go back and say, "We talked to the angels, he's alive." Mary goes back, and who does she get to see? Jesus. Nobody else has seen him alive yet. The disciples haven't. The other women only spoke to the angels. So now she gets to go back and say, "I actually hugged him. I touched him." If it were a ghost, can you hug a ghost? No. He was real. She hugged him. So she gets to go back now and tell his disciples, he's alive. He really is. What the angels told the other women is true. My loves, I'm going to be telling you about when Peter and John go racing to the tomb soon too. And my dears, her joy is our joy because Jesus rose from the dead. We know he truly is who he said he is, don't we? He is truly God. And he did die and pay for all your sins, because if he would have stayed dead, he wouldn't have been God, and then he couldn't have paid for your sins. So what a wonderful, wonderful blessing that is, and what a comfort that is. And that's why you and I don't have to be afraid to die one day. Because Jesus lives, we also will live. If he can raise himself from the dead, can he take you and I and raise us from the dead? Yeah. And he promises to do that. He always keeps his promises. My loves, I have projects for you this week, and I think you're going to love them. So the first one that you are going to do today, you're going to do after reading, because in the morning, I'm going to do Bible lesson and then go right into reading, because you only will have 2 videos to watch a day. And I'm going to try to keep them really short, because I know mommies and daddies and grannies and who's ever helping you if you're at daycare, they have work that they need to do too. So I want you to grab your packet, my sweets. You're going to take this butterfly and these stickers off. We're going to use these tomorrow, okay? So if you need help getting the paper clip off, ask your grown-up to help you. And then that book that was on the top, I didn't put one on my packet, but keep that. You're going to read that at home this week, just like we would have read that in class, okay? And that would have been your homework. So take those off, save those, put those in a safe place. We're going to use those. Then I want you to turn to, forget this page. I just copied this quick when I found out we couldn't be at school. This is not the live streaming schedule, 8 and 9:30, okay? And forget this, just follow the text and you guys will be able to get on live. Here's the schedule of what we'll be going through. Bible, math, and reading every day. No read aloud, no math meeting, because we're just keeping it simple. I want you to turn to Tuesday. And up here in the corner, I stapled a little packet that has a bracelet inside. So when we are done with reading, you're going to make this at home with your grown-up by yourself. I'm not going to have you do it now because it's going to take you time, and I want to get right into reading. This is something that you can make. Some of you just have the beads. Some of you also have a cross. I had 2 different kinds. You do have instructions in here. It tells you step by step what to do, so your grown-ups can help you make your bracelet, and it tells you what each of the colors of the beads mean, okay? You know that the red is going to be for Jesus's blood, and the black is for when the sky turned black as night during the middle of the day. And then there's a clear bead, because now when Jesus looks at you and I, does he see any of our sins? No. We're washed clean, and now we're supposed to live like Jesus lived. Perfect, which we can't. And he forgives us for those times that we sin, but we still should do our best to live like Jesus. So you guys have bracelets to make. You do not need to bring these back to school. You can keep these at home, okay? You don't need to bring this back to show me you did it. This is for you, something special for you to keep. So do this later. We're going to go right into reading. Our reading lessons are really short. We have 2 because I want to make up the one that we missed on Friday when we had no school. So my loves, you'll do that bracelet after we're done, okay? Because you won't have homework to do. So just do that bracelet when we're done. My sweets, you also had your reading book I attached to the back. So grab your reading book. I'm sorry, this is clumsy and weird. I'm trying. This is not magnetic, which is a pain. The only thing in my house that is my fridge. And I'm not sitting on the floor. I'm teaching from my fridge. So we're just making it work. My loves, I want you to grab your reading books. And you are going to open up, I believe it's page 13. Yeah, 13. All right, so bear with me while I figure out how to get this to stay. Okay, that did okay. My loves, we were talking about last week, in reading, that the Super Kids all had these ideas about what they wanted to do for their club, because they were all sitting there and they were bored, right? And everybody was talking at the same time, and we read that story where they said, we need to discuss the club, because this is not working. And Doc's saying, hold on, everybody, chill out. because they all want to run the club and be the boss. So today we get to figure out who gets to be the first boss of the club, but they don't call it a boss because that doesn't always sound very nice, does it? If you're being bossy, is that a good thing? No. But they get to figure out who's going to be the first person who gets to be the leader of the club. And the leader of the club gets to do some special things. So right now I just want to say hi to some of you who are on: Adelia, Bridget, Karina, Chelsea, and Mitchell. I see you guys are all on. Thanks for keeping your videos and your sound off. All right, my sweets, you're going to listen to a recording. I know this isn't the best picture. I tried to use my other computer, but it didn't show the class, you guys, so you wouldn't have been able to watch. So listen carefully to the recording that I'm going to play for you, and then we're going to work on this together. You'll need a pencil. I'm just going to use a marker so you guys can see. So listen carefully to what the super kid gets to do if they are the boss, the leader of the club. I'm going to get this up on my other computer so we can hear.
Super Kids Club, Student Book, Unit 16, page 13. Listen carefully and follow my directions. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause this recording so you have time to mark your answer.
Come on, kids! We have to talk about having a leader of the Super Kids Club. We need a boss. Oswald, I don't want to talk to everybody around. Then the Super Kids Club won't be any fun. Yeah. We have so many different ideas about what the club should do. It'll just be a crazy mess if we don't have a leader to decide which idea is best. But it isn't fair if the leader is the only one who gets to decide what the whole club is going to do. We all have great ideas. We all want to be the boss. Hey, I know what. We can all be the boss. We can take turns. When it's your turn to be the boss, you plan what the club is going to do that day. That's a great idea, Cass. That way, we will all get a chance to try out our ideas and everybody else's ideas too. Yeah, let's take turns being the boss. That's fair.
I think when it's your turn to be the boss, you should be able to do special things. Like what? Well, I think you should get to sit in the driver's seat when it's time to tell everybody the plan for the day.
Look at the picture of the driver's seat. The boss will sit on it. Sit. Circle the word sit.
All right, I wish you guys could talk back to me on here, but then you guys would only hear each other, not me. So keep your microphones off. I want you to sound out these words for me. We need to find the word sit. So the leader of the day gets to sit in the bus driver's chair as they tell everybody what the plan is. So let's read these words. I want you to take your finger, just like we do in class, touch underneath that red word. Sound that word out with me. We want to find the word sit. Ready? Set, go. It. Sit. Sit. Does that say sit? It does. The first one we read is the word that we need. My loves, take your pencil, circle the word sit. When you're done, park your pencil so that you're not playing with it, so you're listening very carefully. All right, so if it's your turn to be the boss, you get to sit in the special chair. All right, let's keep listening. Did you hear how noisy that was at first? Yikes. Good thing they were going to pick a leader.
Maybe the boss should wear something special too. Yeah, how about a big hat with feathers and flowers? How about a long black cape with stars and moons on it?
How about something simple, like a belt? We could make it out of string or rope. I think we have some rope here somewhere.
The belt will show that it is your day to be the leader.
Here, I found the rope. Now the leader can just tie this in a loop and it will be a belt.
Look at the picture of the rope belt. The leader will wear the belt. Belt. Circle the word belt.
All right, my loves, I want you to take your finger. We're going to sound out this red word here, we want to find the word belt. So the leader will get to sit in the special chair. They'll also get to wear the special belt. So if you are not wearing the belt, you are not the leader that day. Sound out this red word with me. Touch underneath. Look at your book. Sound it out with me. Ready? Set. Go. B-est. B-est. Best. Is that a best? No. All right, let's sound out the blue word. Touch underneath. Sound it out with me. Ready? Go. B-elt. B-elt. Belt. Is that the belt the leader gets to wear? Yes. My sweets, take your pencil. You are going to circle that blue word. That is the word that matches the picture, belt. All right, now you're going to listen and look down here. The child who gets to be the leader also gets to wear that. Let's listen to what that is. I'm sure some of you can already tell by the picture.
Should we make a sign for the leader to wear?
That's a good idea. But how would you keep this close?
We could put the sign on a ribbon. It could be like a necklace.
Yeah. What if we use those noodles that come in the shape of letters? Alphabet noodles. You know, the ones that float around in soup.
We could take the noodles that spell the leader or the boss and glue them onto the ribbon.
Okay.
Soup
Look
noodles.
at the picture of the green ribbon. The super kids are going to glue alphabet noodles onto the ribbon. Ribbon. Circle the word ribbon.
All right, they're gonna put soup noodles on there. That's gonna be cute. All right, but you don't see the soup noodles on there yet. My loves, let's sound out this red word at the bottom. Take your finger, touch underneath, sound it out with me. We need to find the word ribbon. Ready? Sound it out with me. Set, go. Ab it. Rab it. Rabbit. Is that a rabbit? No. So that word is not right. Let's read the blue word. Put your finger underneath so you can still see the letters. Look at your book. Sound it out with me. Ready? Set, go. Ab in. Rob in. Rob in. Robin. Does that look like a robin? Those birds with the yellowish, orangish, reddish bellies? No. All right, last one, the green word. Sound this one out with me. We can't just circle it. We got to read it first. Ready? Set, go. Ib on. Ib on. Ribbon. Now we don't call it a ribbon. We call it a ribbon. So ribbon, does that match? Yes. So when you sound it out, it sounds like ribbon. Think about what that sounds like. Oh, it sounds like ribbon. So we're going to circle the word ribbon. We don't say ribbon. That would be kind of weird. We probably should say that, but we all talk so fast that it just changed to ribbon. All right, so they get to sit in the driver's seat when it's their turn to be the leader. They get to wear the special belt around their waist, and they also get to wear the special ribbon so everybody knows it's their turn to be the leader. Who do you think gets to be the first leader? Our very first super kid. All right, let's listen to this last little part. You guys are doing great.
What should we call the leader? I think we should make up a special name. The leader gets to do other special stuff, like sit in the driver's seat and wear the belt and plan the day.
Don't forget the super noodle necklace the leader gets to wear.
That's what we could call the leader, the super noodle.
That's a great name. The super noodle of the Super Kids Club. Who's going to be the super noodle first?
Since it was Cass's idea that we should all take turns being the super noodle, I think it should be Cass's turn first.
Yeah.
Oh boy, being the first super noodle of the Super Kids Club is going to be super fun.
Look at the picture of Cass. Cass said that being the first super noodle will be fun. Fun. Circle the word fun.
All right, now if you look closely at her necklace, you'll see that they ended up putting the soup noodles on there. They glued them on, and on the necklace it says Super Noodle. That's what they're calling the boss of the club. The leader of the club for that day is called the Super Noodle. Just like I told you when we're in the classroom, the leader of the classroom is me. I'm your teacher. So that's my job. My job is to teach you. So I am the teacher, the leader. Instead of just calling her the leader, they're going to call her the Super Noodle. They wanted to come up with a silly, fun name. My loves, she gets to have fun being the first Super Noodle because she gets to think of what she wants everyone to do all together. So we need to find the word that says fun and circle it. Let's read underneath here, the red word. Put your finger underneath so you can still see the letters. Sound it out with me. Ready, set, go. Fan. Fan. She having fan? No, that does not say fun. Let's read the blue word. We need to find the word fun. Sound it out with me. Ready, set, go. Fun. Fun. Is she having fun getting to be the Super Noodle? Yes. My sweets, you're going to circle that word in blue. She is having fun. All right. My loves, Cass gets to be the first Super Noodle. You see there's room down here at the bottom because we're going to do the next page and we're going to have to cut. So my loves, turn to page 14. We're doing these 2 pages from Friday. My sweets, what I need you to do, I got a froggy in my throat, haven't done enough talking this morning. What I need you to do is carefully cut out. So go get your scissors. I'll give you time to do that. And you're going to need scissors and glue or tape or something. Luckily, I had glue in my backpack. So you are going to cut these little strips off the bottom. Be sure you only grab 1 page because otherwise you're going to cut all the work, all the hard work you've already done. So make sure you only have 1 page. Grab your scissors and your glue, and you're going to cut those off the bottom. And then set them on the table in front of you so you can see them, because we're going to read those sentences. Okay, stay. So you're going to cut them all apart. Make sure you only cut that 1 page. Sorry if you can hear my clock ticking in the background. Hopefully that's not bothersome. All right, when you're done, I want you to set them on the table, okay, nice and neatly, so that you can read them. I'm going to give you time because I know some of you had to go get your scissors. My loves, while you're cutting, if you're by your grown-up, just if you ever can't make it on for a live stream, my videos I'm recording, they'll always be posted on YouTube right away after, as soon as I'm able to. It takes a little bit for the video to process. So if you ever can't watch one day because you're busy or mom or dad or granny have something to do, don't worry, because they'll all be posted on my YouTube page. So you can always go and watch them at whatever time of day later. All right, my loves, what we're going to do is we're going to read the sentences, and you know that words should always match the picture. So if we're drawing a picture about puppies, we're not going to write about our favorite food we like to eat. That doesn't match. Books aren't like that. And when we write and draw, our pages aren't like that. So what we need to do today is we need to look at the picture and then find the sentence that matches. So if you get to be the Super Noodle, what special thing did we hear about that you get to do first? You get to do what? Yeah, you get to sit in the driver's seat in the bus. So we need to find the sentence that says that Cass gets to sit on the chair. Which one of your sentences, look at your sentences you have in front of you, have them all spread out so you can see them. Which one do you think says she gets to sit in the chair? They give you a clue. It's this one. You see some of these have pictures because we don't know how to read those words necessarily. And we don't know how to read the word chair. So grab this one where you see the rebus. That's a picture. A rebus is just a picture that stands for a word. So grab this sentence. Let's read this one together. Sound it out with me. Ready? You know her name. Set, go. Cass. Keep reading. It. Sits on our sight word, the chair. Read it fluently with me. Cass sits on the chair. Is she sitting on the chair? Yes, she is. My loves, what I need you to do is take your glue. If you don't have glue, you can use tape. Put it in the big box here, okay? So you don't get glue on your parents' table or on grandma's table. And then put that sentence in that box. Cass sits on the chair. All right, now slide to the right. What else does the super noodle get to do? So you see Cass here. What does she get to wear now because she's the leader? Yep, she gets to wear that special rope belt. So we need to find which one of these sentences says she gets to wear the belt. That special rope belt. Well, this one's talking about the ribbon, right? And let me see if I can turn this up a little bit better for you. This one's talking about with the letters on there that says she's the super noodle. So let's try this third one. Let's see if that one says that one is the belt, the one that has no picture. All right, so grab the sentence where there's no picture. Let's sound this one out together. You know her name. Read it with me. Ready? Set, go. Cass. Sound it out with me. Gets, sight word, the belt. Read it fluently with me. Cass gets the belt. Awesome, my loves. She does. She gets to wear the special rope belt, so that sentence matches. Take your glue. I hope you're reading out loud at home with me. Put some glue in the blank. Glue on your sentence. Reading out loud with me is a good way to help your brain practice blending and reading. If you just listen to me do it, you can still learn, but it doesn't help your brain as well. Your brain learns by doing. So when you do something, your brain's going to remember it, whether you're saying it or drawing it or writing it. That's why it's good to do it with me. All right, here she's putting on that special necklace. She gets to wear that ribbon necklace. Which one of the two sentences that you have left do you think matches that? Just the necklace. It's going to be the one without words because remember then she had the idea to put the noodles on there. So grab that sentence without the words. I want you to read it with me. Ready? Set, go. Cass, gets the necklace or ribbon, but we know how to spell or read ribbon, so it must be necklace. Cass gets the necklace. What I need you to do is put glue in that blank where she is getting to put on that beautiful ribbon necklace. I and glue on your sentence. She gets to wear that special ribbon necklace. That's cool that they just had all those things laying around that they could use. Using their imaginations. I love it. Kids are so good at that. Now, here you see her in the driver's seat. You see the little rope belt hanging out from behind there. She has her necklace on. Do you remember what they called the leader? That silly name that they came up with? Yeah, she gets to be the super noodle. My loves. We're going to read this sentence. We don't know how to read the word super kids, but you guys always remember when you see that in blue, you know that says super kids. When you see this from now on, you're going to know that says super noodle. So read it with me. I'm going to hold it like this so you can see. I want you to look at yours, touch underneath on the words. Ready, set, go. Cass. Sight word is the super noodle. You got it. Read it one more time with me. Ready? Go. Cass is the super noodle. Awesome. My loves, glue your last sentence on down here. All right. That was the work for Friday that we didn't get to do. So now we're going to do the lesson for today. There were 2 short lessons, so I could combine them, which was nice. Cass is the first super noodle. She gets to tell the kids what she wants to do. My sweets, I'm going to play the M song. You see, we're going to learn about a new letter. My favorite. For Mrs. Barch, I was born in May, and my baby's name will be Malachi. My loves, we're going to listen to what Cass wants to do. I am going to get this up here in my computer, my other computer, so that you can watch it. I know this is clumsy. Thanks for being patient. My loves, you can just have your pencils parked, your glue put away. I'm trying my best here. Thanks for being patient with me. All right, let me get up the M song. You're going to listen to what she wants to do with the super kids. I'm sorry if the glare is weird. You guys should be able to see that okay. All right, here we go.
The super noodle gets to choose just what the club will do. Make some music, make some mischief, make a little magic too. Maybe we could make a mess of mushy, mucky mud pies. We slosh around in murky puddles, mixing up some messy muddles. Maybe muddy mud pies would be fun. Maybe we could make a mask, a monster or a Martian, with bumps and bumps and mushroom noses, measles, spots, and ears like roses. Maybe masks of monsters would be fun. Maybe we could make some music, make some mischief, make a little magic too. Maybe magic is a trick the super kids could try out. Abracadabra, malacadabra, mysteries, amazing marvels. Maybe making magic would be fun. Maybe we could make a snack of marshmallows and muffins, or munch a bunch of macaroni, mustard, hot dogs, or bologna. Maybe making munchies would be fun. Maybe we could make some music, make some mischief, make a little magic too. Maybe we could make a map and mark off every mile. Inches, feet, and yards will measure where to dig for buried treasure. Big nuts and scissors would be fun. Maybe we could make some music, make some mystery, make a little magic too. Make some music, make some mystery, make a little magic too.
All right. I love that song. Did you hear her say that M sound? Mm-hmm. You could hear that in her video. Making some music, magic, mischief. Mischief means you're kind of getting into trouble. Let's hope they aren't. My loves, you see here all the things she's thinking about. She's going to have those super kids being super busy when she's the super noodle, but it's her choice, her turn to pick. So you see her thinking here? All these little thought bubbles. My loves, what we're going to do is we're going to circle the things that begin with the letter M in each picture. And you know what I do for that letter M sound? I put my hand on my belly and go Can you do that with me? So she, in this first one, is thinking about what? Do you remember? She's wearing that wizard's cloak. And wizards like to do magic. 5K say magic. Magic. Good. And you see here, what is she pretending to use for her magic wand? Yeah, she's got some flowers in a tube there for her magic wand. My loves, take your pencil. You are going to circle her magic wand because that starts with the letter M. Magic. All right, look up here now. What else did she want to make? She didn't talk about that for very long. Do you remember? What's she playing in? Yeah, mud. And she wants to make mud pies. You pretend when your kids to eat them. You don't actually eat them. That would be disgusting. But here she's making mud pies. My turn first. Mud pies. Your turn. Mud pies. Make sure you're rubbing your belly when you say that. My love, circle those mud pies. She's going to be careful. Otherwise, that belt and the super noodle necklace is going to get all muddy for everybody else. All right, now let's go down here. 2 M words for the same picture. What did she want to make? Do you remember? Ooh, make is another M word. She wanted to make masks. Say masks. Masks. And what did she want them to be a picture of? Another M word. Monsters. That monster doesn't look very scary. It just looks silly. Silly monsters. Say monster masks. Monster masks. 2 M words. Circle that monster mask. It's also wearing like a party hat. That's silly. All right, let's go down here to the bottom right. What did she want to try to have them all make? Make a little music and make a little magic. You see she's playing all these musical instruments. Say music, music. Awesome. My loves, you can circle her playing these instruments. None of those instruments start with the letter M, but you do hear the M in harmonica and at the end of drum. You hear that M sound. Drum, harmonica. Oh, and in cymbals, cymbals, and in trumpet. All right. My loves, let's go over here to the food. What foods did she say she wanted to make? Make. It starts with the letter M. Let's start with these little white fluffy things. What are those? Marshmallows. Yeah, circle those marshmallows. Marshmallows. What else does she want to make that starts with M? I ate one of these for breakfast this morning, a cinnamon one. Muffin. Say muffin. Circle the muffin. Say marshmallows. All right, 2 more things that start with M in that picture. What else starts with M? What kind of noodles are those? Macaroni. Say macaroni. Circle the macaroni. Ooh, it's good and hot too. It's going to be delicious. Or mac and cheese. It also starts with M. Last thing. What else starts with M in that food picture? Yeah, the mustard. Circle the mustard. I am a mustard girl. I do not like ketchup. Let me put mustard on my hot dogs. Last one down here at the bottom. What did she want to do as her last idea? She had all of these great ideas. She's going to have to pick something unless they can get them all done in one day. She wanted to make a treasure map. Yeah, say map. All right, circle the map. Awesome. All right, my loves, I want you to say it after me. Magic wand, magic wand, my turn. Mud pies, your turn. Mud pies, my turn. Monster masks, monster masks, my turn. Music, music. We got lots here. Marshmallows, marshmallows. Muffins, muffins. Macaroni, macaroni. Mustard, mustard. And map, map. Awesome. My loves, last page. Then after this, you get to take a little break until we have math at 9:30. That's why I did that. So you have a little bit of break in here. My loves, she is going to have them go on a hunt, and we're going to see this later. You see her hunt list is over here on a scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunts are so fun. What you do is you have a list of things you need to find, and then you go and you find those things. Usually you work together with people, or you can work by yourself. When I was a little girl and I went to camp, I would be given a brown paper bag and a list I could read. So her list, you're going to see pictures, and we're going to read the words too. But by then I was old enough and I could just read all the things. So I would have to walk around and find the things like an acorn, a feather, a rock. I had to find all these things that were out where we were camping, kind of like in the woods. I wasn't walking in the woods, but you could walk where all the campers slept, like back by the cabins, and try to find the things that were on your list for the scavenger hunt. So she's going to take them on a scavenger hunt. I want you to look at some of these pictures. We're only going to circle the ones that begin with the sound of M. The other ones, it says on here in the directions, we're going to put an X on them. So my loves, what are these things? If you see these in the yard, do not eat them. You do not eat these. If you see these in the yard, they're poisonous if they're in your yard. These are mushrooms. Say mushrooms. Does that start with the letter M? Yeah, circle the mushrooms. Do not eat those. Even my dogs, if they go in my backyard, my dogs know not to eat those. They can smell it and go, nope, that's not good for me. What is this a picture of? The brown thing. We're looking at the brown thing. That's a nest. Nest. Does that start with the letter sound M? Nope. Cross off the nest. What is this? This is a beach ball. Say beach ball. Beach ball. Does that start with the letter M? No. Nope, we're going to have to cross that off. Hi, Timia, honey. The Bible lesson and the rest of the reading lesson that you missed, honey, I will put on YouTube when we're done because I'm recording this. Okay, my love? Make sure your video and your sound are off, sweetheart. What are these little beautiful glass balls called? Do you remember? You can play a game with them. They're very beautiful. They're called marbles. Say marbles. Does that start with the letter M? Yes, so we need to circle them. Circle the marbles. All right, underneath Cass, you see a rabbit. Does rabbit start with the letter M? Rabbit. Marbles. So those start the same? No. Sorry, little bunny. To cross you off. Ooh, what about this picture? What would we call all of that? We call all of that money. Say money. Does money start with the letter M? Yes, it does start with the letter M. Circle the money. If you see me do this, where I make a fist and it looks like I'm knocking, this is sign language for yes. So if you see me do that, I'm sign languaging to you yes, because you can't see me shaking my head yes on the video. What is this thing? Maybe some of your grown-ups use that to clean the floors at your house. I do not have one. I scrub them on my hands and knees. Soon that's going to be coming to an end because my big old belly is getting in the way. Mrs. W uses one of those at school. What is that? It's not a broom. It's wet. You see the water coming off of it. That's a mop. Say mop. Do you hear the M sound at the beginning of mop? Yeah, you sure do. Circle that mop. Ooh, what is that down there? Mr. Barch would love to have one of those. And I said, nope. Nope, nope. I need you alive. What is that? That's a motorcycle. Say motorcycle. Does motorcycle start with the letter M? It sure does. Circle that motorcycle. Told Mr. Barch, if you live longer than I do, go get your motorcycle. But I would like my husband. How about this? What would we call this part? Yeah, that's a basketball hoop. But remember, what's this part that hangs down called? Called the net. Net. Does net start with the letter M? Net. Mop. Do those start the same? No. Bummer. Cross off that net on the basketball hoop. Last one. You guys drink this for lunch. Most of you, there's a couple of you that don't take this for lunch. What is that? You can see the word down there. Yeah, that's milk. Say milk. And you see, does it start with the letter M? Yes, it sure does. Take your pencil. Circle the milk. He's even smiling at you. Makes you grow big and strong. My loves, that's all we have for reading today. Tomorrow we're going to learn how to write uppercase and lowercase m. My favorite letter. My loves, you have time now. So you have 40 minutes until we do math. I'm going to try to combine last time's lesson and this one. They're both about the same thing. So it should be easy to do. You can work on your bracelet that I showed you now. You have time to do this. Have your grown-up read you the directions. They're all right there. They tell you exactly what the beads mean and all of the directions. If you want to send me a picture, like have your grown-up text me a picture of you wearing your bracelet, I would love that because I'm missing you and being at school. All right. We will see you back here at 9:30 for math. That'll be the last video of the day, and you have no homework. I'll be posting this on YouTube. So Timia, if you need to go back and watch the beginning part, you can. Okay, it'll be on YouTube as soon as it finishes processing. Bye, guys. I love you, and I'll see you back at 9:30. Bye.